in the saddle guide to join Michelle Woodruff and Sam Partman in holy matrimony.
To have and to hold.
For richer or poorer.
For richer, for poor.
And to death do us apart.
Debt? You mean death?
No debt.
No. Continue.
Do you, Sam, take Michelle to be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold her to a 500 credit score, to a judgment, to a past due collection, back taxes, apartment, recent bankruptcy, child support? Are you sure you want to marry her?
Did you say 500 credit score, kids, past judgments?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I love you. This is gonna be great.
Yes.
Oh, we have a lot to talk about.
Right. Keep going. Keep going.
Sam, give her the ring.
Okay.
Gotta put a ring on it. This is great. Thank you.
Do you, Michelle, take Sam to be your
Yes.
lawfully wedded husband?
Yes,
To have and to hold his
I do.
700 credit score,
I do.
$100,000 line of credit,
Yes, I do.
no debt, a waterfront property,
Yes.
and a Black American Express card.
Oui. Yes, I do. I do.
You sure you still want to marry her?
We really have a lot to talk
I
about.
got your ring for you. Here you go.
Okay. The ring off, is
Here
it?
you go. Listen, I wanted to get you a better ring, but because my credit is not so good, we're gonna have to just settle for this one for now. Okay? Bling. There it is. There you go. Bling. Do you think your mother will be able to co-sign for a honeymoon? It's Lorie Woodruff and welcome to Lorie TV, the place to be in order to have an extraordinary business and life that you deserve. And today is Q&A Wednesday. And we have another special guest back on the show again, Sam Partman. Hello.
Hello, Lorie.
Hello, dear. Hello. I know we're a little bit strange on Lorie TV, but sometimes we have to do what we need to do to prove a point. So I wanted to bring back Sam Partman because the skit we did was pretty detailed as far as getting married, people getting together, but we need to address this topic today on love and credit. So tell us a little bit about who you are, Sam.
Well, thanks again, Lorie. I'm an entrepreneur, real estate investor.
Yes.
And I happen to be one of those people that we're going to talk about today.
Okay.
Love and credit.
Okay.
I've been married before, and I'll tell you, credit is a very important topic in marriage.
I know. That's why we've got some things to talk about today.
I agree.
Cool. So, Q&A Wednesday, normally we have a question on the table, but today we have a hot topic that we wanted to address with love and credit. So this show is all about bringing together real estate, business, and life topics that we all need. So today we're going to address a couple of things. As I work in the real estate profession, and Sam too works in the real estate profession, we wanted to bring together some combined ideas and combined thoughts and tips on love and credit, getting into a home, getting into a relationship when there is credit involved. And we all need to address that anyway. So we're going to jump right into it. Let's talk about a couple of tips to help our clients, because when we're getting into these situations, we want to make sure that we're doing better tomorrow than we did today.
Absolutely.
So the first thing we want to do when we get involved, now I have not been married until now, but we address topics because this is something I've gone through as far as in my business. I've been working in the real estate field for over 12 years. So I've seen clients buy houses that may have been single, getting together, then they buy a house together. I have seen married couples get together, buy a house together, and you too have probably seen both sides of that.
Yes, I have. And
Okay.
I've been on both sides of that. And you know, it's not even just married people, you know, sometimes people buy a house for different reasons. But it's very important that we're on the same page when it comes to credit. Maybe because your credit is going to affect mine and vice versa. So, and it's a topic that people really don't want to talk about, whether they're in a serious relationship or contemplating a serious relationship. But it is something we have to talk about. You know, it's very important that wherever you are in your credit, let's talk about it.
Now is the time.
Now is the time.
Now is the time.
Now is the time. You know, let's not be afraid, you know, to touch that subject.
Okay, well let's touch it now. All right, so let's talk about a couple of the tips. Now, like I said, I've never been married, but I've worked with clients, so you can kind of give a little bit of your spin on it because you have been married, you have 2 great boys, so we can give a little bit of the male perspective on it as well. All right, so the first tip, when you're getting together with your soon-to-be spouse, the first tip is don't write off your credit challenged spouse.
I agree. You're in it together, for better or worse. Till death do us part.
That's right, not death.
So,
debt and death.
What you and that person really, I agree, Lord. What you and that person really need to do is sit down and talk about this well before you talk about getting married.
Right.
You know, what are your goals? What are their goals? And have a very, very honest and open line of communication about it.
So you wouldn't discount her?
I would never discount. And the shoe was on the other foot. I would hope that you wouldn't discount me.
Well, I know from a woman's standpoint, it's a little bit different sometimes because when we get together, we're looking, because we're looking for the future, of course. We're looking for the future. And then we take a look to see, would that be a prospective husband, maybe, or just a prospective friend?
Can he provide?
Is he a good provider?
Absolutely.
So I think from the woman's standpoint, she may look at, hey, is the credit there? Not ask on a first date, you know, that's not something I'll ever ask on a first date, maybe second or third. But that's something you'll find out later as you're getting into, all right, are we thinking about merging our lives together? So just because that person may have some challenges with life, it doesn't matter. It could be things that happened in the past before you, way before you. You don't want to write off that person because there could be some things that could be jointly addressed.
Well, from a man's perspective, let's just say the man has good credit, as we did in the skit.
Yes,
you know, a man doesn't want to be with the woman that's going to actually ruin his credit. He wants her to, he's the provider, he's going to be the provider, but he wants to know that she's responsible, not just with her credit, but with their credit.
Absolutely.
Because now they're married.
Okay.
You know? So.
Enough said about that one. That's good. All right. So, not on the first date you want to ask about credit, but maybe a little bit down the line you want to ask about
not
that.
on the first date.
No. Second tip is figure out the root cause of the credit issue. Now, when we're merging lives together, we're talking about, all right, where were you before? It could have been a divorce. It could have been a life situation. It could have been employment. You got to figure out the root cause of why this person, man or woman, may have the credit challenges. In this case, it was me that had bad credit. It was the woman that had bad credit. But either way, it could be you. It could be myself. It could be just some situations happen prior to you that happened.
You're actually right, Lorie. You have to be honest with where you are with yourself. You have to start with you. I mean, it's important that whomever you're going to be with, but you have to look at yourself and say, what did I do to contribute this? And what can I do to get out of this? You know, whether it was a bad situation or whether it was something that you did on your own. Be honest about it. Don't bring that situation into a new marriage or a new relationship. No. Address that situation, obviously, with yourself first. Look at yourself honestly. And then bring it to the person that you hope to be with and plan to be with and build a future with.
I like that. Good deal. See, good thing we have him on here today. Third thing is discuss a plan of action. Discuss a plan. And that simply just means getting some things together. What are you going to do? Now that you know you have some challenges, what are we going to do now to fix it?
Absolutely. And as I say, the shoe could always be on the other foot. But it's now, we're a team here. We're combined. Our income's going to be combined.
That's right. See, we're a power team.
See,
it's nothing like those rings.
So you definitely have to not be afraid. Discuss what your plan is,
right.
What our plan is, where do we want to be in the next 6 months, in the next year. You know, and actually write that plan down.
Right. Do it together.
It's not a
write
plan
it down.
unless you write it down. And set goals. Set benchmarks.
He's been watching some Lorie TV segments. I like that. And the last thing is schedule regular money dates. Now, it's one thing to go out for restaurants, bowling, have a good time, but this is the important time. If you're going to be a team, whether you are married or you are buying assets together, you want to make sure that you are scheduling regular money dates. That just means getting together and talking about how we're going to pay this off, how we're going to pay something down. All of that needs to be communicated.
That's one of the best things I've ever heard someone say. It's not actually a money date when you go out and spend money. It's actually a date where we talk about how we're going to plan for our future and how we're going to spend our money.
Right.
And you're right. You have to set a time aside. Well, that's a Friday. You have movie night. You have date night. Whatever other nights. But it's very, very important to have a money night.
Money night.
And actually review your plan and see where you are with your plan.
Okay. I like it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So those 4 tips, I would say, that would keep the love alive in the household, because a lot of times, honestly, we work a lot with clients who are going through the home buying process, and we want to make sure they're staying in the houses together.
Yes.
Staying in the house together. We want to make sure those
Credit
relationships.
can wreck a home.
It can. It can. So we want to make sure the relationship is tight, home ownership is tight, and all of that is holding together. Okay. So thank you very much, Sam, for putting your input in.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Always something different on Lorie TV. If you guys are thinking about putting your business on Lorie TV, we'd love to see your business featured on Lorie TV. Come on over to Lorie TV. We can show you how. Click on how to be featured, and we can show you how to be right here featuring your business, and you can advertise to thousands and millions of customers online. And that leads us to our face tweet of the day. Tough times never last, but tough people do. And that's by Robert Schuller. I thank you guys so much for tuning in. This show was all about you, trying to make you better in your business and life, and making sure that you move forward in your decisions, especially if you are thinking about purchasing a home with that special someone, or if you are getting married and purchasing it with that someone. We wanted to make sure you keep the love in the household together. All right? So I thank you so much for tuning in. I'm still single. This was just for today. Sorry. Just want to let you know. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time on Lorie TV.
One and action. 3, 2, 1, and action.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay, go for it.
Bloopers, yeah.
I'm
Bloopers.
sorry, go for it.
3, 2, 1, and action.
Goodness gracious.
Do it again.
Yes, thank you.
You're having too much fun.
She's making bloopers for the end of the show.
I'm just recording everything, so we cut it off. So just do your stuff.
Okay.
Think about something depressing.
Okay. It's still funny.
That's not it. That's not it.
All right, you ready?
Ready? Yeah.
All right.
3, 2, 1, and action.
Cut.
I'm like, what? It's like, are you serious?
I'm trying to ram it on your finger.
Okay, so now
I'm sorry.
we can get some facial expression.